Hello, stranger.
Oh, friend. How far is it to Yadkin?
On a day's ride. You gonna set on Yadkin?
No, we're joining Daniel Boone's party. We're going to locate the new valley he found over the mountain. Fine place from all I hear.
You from Yadkin, friend?
How many are going on Boone's party?
Don't know exactly, but it'll be a pretty strong outfit.
You ain't seen any Indians around, have you?
Oh, maybe a hunting party or two. But Indians hereabouts are all friendly, nothing for you to worry about.
That's what I keep telling Effie. Well, the sooner we get started, the sooner we'll get to Yadkin, I guess.
Well, goodbye, friend. Safe journey.
Thanks. Same to you.
My friends, this is a very solemn occasion. Today, many of us will be setting out to make new homes in the unknown country across the mountains that they call K2T. I praise God that we go forth amidst a new atmosphere of peace and understanding with our Indian neighbors and under the prudent leadership of Daniel Boone. So, Lord, look down upon us, thy people. Amen. Bless and keep us in all our ways. Guide and guard us as thou didst the children of Israel, and bring us safely to this new promised land. Amen. Amen.
Well, I suppose I better hurry up and get some of my stuff ready. Yes, we get things ready.
Oh, Pompey.
Yes, Master. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Commissioner.
Pompey, John said that I could borrow you to help me get some of my stuff ready.
Yes, sir, Master Marlowe. Just as soon as I go and tell the master, sir.
Thank you.
Master, Mr. Marlowe wants to know, can I go and help him pack his things, sir?
Certainly, Pompey. After you've taken Master Jerry home. Oh, Jerry, run along with Pompey.
Yes, come, Master Jerry. We got to go see the Indian.
I've got to get my things together and change. I'll see you later.
Good morning, Sir John. Good morning, Miss Virginia.
Good morning, Commissioner.
You're all very fortunate to be able to go on this expedition. Splendid opportunities. You'll all become rich.
That's what they told Father about this Yadkin. Splendid opportunities. You'll all become rich. I don't have to tell you there were no fortunes made here.
Now, dear, please. This will be different.
How do you know it'll be different? Nobody's even seen the place except Daniel Boone. And what is he? A dreamer? Always chasing the next horizon?
Nothing of the kind. He's a man with imagination and foresight.
Quite so.
Maybe you're right. Well, excuse me, Father. I have a dozen things to do before we leave. Good day, Commissioner.
Very highly strung, Commissioner.
Footprint.
Yes. There's a white man with them.
Yes, prisoner.
No prisoner, Black Eagle.
If he were captive, he'd be bound and take short steps. This man takes long steps. This man's a leader. Only one white leader of Indian. Simon Gertie? What would he be doing down here 400 miles from his village? Maybe he heard about your party going across mountains. Hate white men. Your party, many scalps, many horses.
It's Gertie, we've got to bring him in.
They man horses here.
Get over there, get over there.
Roll on me, roll on me. Keep a going till my soul gets there. Oh, been reading and rocking all along the way. I know there's something wrong. Been and moaning that same old song. Ain't there no judgment in weave and rock, roll on weave, and find a home somewhere.
Think we're gonna leave soon, Virginia?
I guess so, dear.
It's gonna be lots of fun. You think we'll see any Indians?
I hope not. We have enough trouble without Indians, I'm afraid.
You can. Don't you?
Oh, I haven't seen very much of him.
I like Mr. Boone right off. And he likes you.
Well, I'm not interested whether he does. Did he really say that?
No. But I'm sure you'd say so if I asked him.
Don't you dare. And don't you even let him know we talked about him.
Can I be of any help, Miss Virginia?
Oh, I don't think so, Mr. Marlowe. Thank you. Everything's attended to. Come, dear.
Are you going with us, Mr. Marlowe?
Yes, Jerry. You and I are going to be fellow adventurers. Between us, we'll have to take care of your sister, won't we?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll pay my respects to your father.
Virginia. I don't like him.
Jerry, you mustn't say a thing like that. That's very rude. Mr. Marlowe's a nice gentleman, and you must be polite to him.
I'll be polite, but I won't mean it.
Sir John? Well, you look like a frontiersman, Marlowe. Though I must say that I thought an expedition of this kind was a bit out of your line. I expected you'd be returning to Richmond. As a matter of fact, that was my intention. But I have a feeling that this new country offers great possibilities.
I think we'd better put Jerry up on the feet, Father. He'll be out of the way there.
All right, dear. Up you go, young man. If we don't start soon, we'll never make that first leg by sundown. We can't do anything till Boone gets here. 2 years now he's been planning this expedition, and now when everybody's ready, he has to go off on one of his hunting trips. There must be some very good reason for his absence. Well, I suppose all we can do is to sit here and wait for him to choose to come in.
Sit here. Supposing something's happened. Why don't some of you men go out and look for him?
Bert! 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 Boone shown up yet?
Ain't seen him.
Don't you think we'd better try and pick up his trail?
Wouldn't do no harm. I'll get Finch and a few of the boys.
Right.
In there. If anything happens, take care of Gertie.
Thought you were in Richmond, Boone. Where you headed for?
I'm on my way to Yadkin. Let me see that knife.
Come back, you fools! It's only a trick!
Don't move, Gertie.
What's this, another joke?
This is no joke. And don't try anything. You're covered from the brush.
We're getting worried about you, Daniel.
Stopped to pick up a friend of yours.
Moses in the cradle. It's Gertie. Well, well. Here's the great scalper. Time you had a haircut yourself, Gertie.
Easy, Joe. Save it until we get to Yadkin.
They got Gertie! They got Gertie!
Gertie, where?
of all this rumpus?
I brought in Simon Gertie.
Yes, I know all that. What was he doing?
I wasn't doing nothing.
Quiet.
Well, Boone, what is the charge? It's a matter of common knowledge, Commissioner, that Gertie has murdered and scalped scores of settlers, men, women, and children, and is continually arousing the tribes against us.
That's a lie. Many a time I kept the tribes from burning white settlements.
Ain't you the little angel of mercy? What's the use of all the argument? Hand him over to us.
You wouldn't be rough with us, would you, Commissioner?
Just a minute, friend. We're not going to lose anything by going slow. We'll see that justice is done.
Good for you, Daniel.
Where was you?
All right, then. That's fine. But the commissioner is in charge here, and we've got to respect his authority.
Now then, my man, what have you to say for yourself?
I say he ain't got no right to drag me in this way. I was out on a peaceful hunting trip with a small party of braves. Anything you had against me was wiped out when the peace was signed.
Unless you can bring proof of some new crime, Boone, I don't see how we can hold him. As he says, when the peace treaty was signed, a general amnesty was granted to all the tribes.
That only applied to Redskins. Gertie is a white man.
Who's a white man? I'm a chief of the Wyandotte, been adopted into the tribe, all regular, with full ceremony. And if anything happens, it'll start the tribe warpath again.
There's a certain amount of truth in what he says, Boone. His death at this time might stir up serious trouble.
Far more trouble if he's allowed to live. No Indian on the frontier can equal the record of his massacres.
No doubt everything you say is true, Boone. But we've given our word to the Indians, and we must respect it. Even to the extent of letting this blackguard go.
I knew it was going to end like this. Are you going to let the Lord Jesus?
Let's get a rope.
Wait a minute. Can Lord Talk stop Gertie when he's got a tomahawk in one hand and a scalping knife in the other? Would you let a rattlesnake get another chance?
No!
Would you give a woman another chance?
No!
I say, don't give this scalping, burning Gertie another chance.
This is a serious situation. The law is the law, and we must respect it. You are the only man that can handle this crowd, and I depend on you to prevent any violence.
Friend. We've got to turn Gertie loose. I know how you... I felt the same when I brought him in. Definitely, as you have just heard, this man is protected by the peace treaty. In a few minutes, we'll be setting out on a 500-mile journey, over mountains and through forests, to a new Indian country, never before settled by white people. If we hang Gertie, the Indians will claim we have broken faith with them. And this will bring down on your head and your families the war hatchets of his redskin friends. I say Gertie's life isn't worth it. You think I'm right? Raise your hand. Get his horse, Black Eagle. You're free, Gertie. Get back to your tribe and don't ever show your face in a white settlement again.
And if you take my advice, Boone, you'll never show your face outside a white settlement again.
First, pass the word we leave in 10 minutes. Vince, tell the boys to get the cattle going. Sir John, will you lend a hand? Certainly. Thank you.
Goodbye, Mara. Well, my friend, I'm afraid I won't be seeing you for some time.
Each man to his duties, Marlowe. I congratulate you on your patriotic spirit in helping to open new, untitled lands for settlement.
Yes, and don't forget that the most important thing about them is that those titles get into the proper hands.
Exactly. And think of no better hands than yours and mine. Don't lose any time in sending in a full report.
Don't worry. I'll bring it myself.
Come on and grub.
Make way from the battle, make way, and before we will hear no danger night voices as blazing hail we call. Make way, and the promise falls to you. Not to me, and again we'll see some savagery. Make way.
Been a pretty hard day, Donald. Don't you think we ought to make camp?
I know it's been hard, but we haven't covered much ground. I want to get to the river before sundown. Camp here tonight. Get your wagons in camp formation. Check over the wagons, Joe. I don't want any more breakdowns tomorrow.
All right, Donald. I go bring cattle.
Yes, they got farther ahead than I thought they would. But I'll send someone else. I want you here with me. Let me see. Marlowe, I want you to ride ahead and bring back the herd. Tell the boys we're going to camp here tonight.
But I'd have to swim that river.
Those boys swam it.
Occurs to me we're getting pretty far ahead. Some of them darn wagons must have broke down again.
Well, maybe we ought to wait for him to catch up.
Wait, nothing. Don't give orders for us not to make camp till sundown, so we better keep moving.
This place we going to, Black Eagle. Get that soon?
No come soon. Big, far away. Plenty forest. Plenty Indians.
Say, is them Indians friendly? I mean, they wouldn't hurt a colored man, would they?
Indian don't like black men. Hair too short.
Huh?
Indian like long hair. Scalp easy.
Well, if the scalp no good, why don't they let it alone? I can see why the Indians don't like the white man. They ain't got nothing in common. Now, the colored man and the red man is different. They all belong to the same family.
Huh?
Well, what I mean is, they both has been baked by the sun. Now, the Indian or the red man, he just a little bit underdone.
Oh.
Oh, I give up. I give up.
Want to fight again?
No, I'm afraid your sister might think I'm teaching you bad habits.
You won't see it. She went for a walk.
Walk? Where?
I don't know. Someplace. You know, I wish you knew Virginia a whole lot.
Why?
Then she'd like you, and you'd come around all the time like Mr. Marlowe.
Does she like Mr. Marlowe very much?
Yes, so. They're always laughing and talking. You know, I don't think Mr. Marlowe's very much fun. Do you?
Well, now listen.
About time you were in bed, young fellow. We've got to get an early start in the morning.
Will you let me ride your horse again tomorrow?
Promise to go right to sleep.
I will. Honest, I will.
Up you come. Up. Good night.
Night.
Does the moon always affect you this way?
Always when I'm with you, my dear Virginia.
It seems to me that the moon and I had better say good night.
Oh, no, please, don't go. I'm serious, really I am.
I'm much too tired to be serious.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Boone. You rounding up the missing members of your flock?
No, I came to see if the capital was back. Where did you leave the model?
I asked you a question. Did you carry out my order? No. Why not? You've plenty of boys around here to run your errand. I didn't join this expedition to play messenger. Well, as long as you're with this expedition, you'll do as I say. Take your hands off me.
Stop that. I see no reason for flying into a blind rage simply because Mr. Marlowe didn't jump to your orders.
My orders are given for the common good. I'm responsible for the lives of all of us.
I appreciate that. But I'm sure Mr. Marlowe didn't realize the matter was so important.
I'm sorry I lost my temper, Miss Randall. Good evening.
You brought it on yourself, Stephen. You were in the wrong, you know, and you're very ill-mannered. Good night.
Where go?
Now I know you're a flyer. I've seen you shoot. Well, you can't even see nothing at 100 yards low.
That's right. I seen him fire the turkey at 50 feet, and he missed it.
If that's so, I can bring down a turkey with a knife at 50 feet.
You don't quit that yapping, I'll bring you down with a good swift kick.
Oh, good.
That's what I've been trying to do for 15 minutes.
Must have rode hard, Daniel.
The herd was scattered last night.
Redskins?
Yes.
What about the boys? Well? Killed? Who done it?
Wyandotte. Goody? Yes, we trailed them for a while, but they've gone north fast on a long start. Better take a half a dozen men, get out there, and see if you can round up that herd. Joe, take 3 boys, get out there as fast as you can, and bury the body.
Right. What's the orders, Daniel?
We go right on. Marlowe, I'll give you 10 minutes to clear out.
Clear out? But you can't do that to me, Boone. I'd die out here alone.
You heard what I said.
Virginia! Virginia! Boone's given me 10 minutes to get out. He blames me for that killing.
You are to blame. If you'd gone last night, this never would have happened.
Yes, but I didn't think it was that important. I never dreamt they'd be killed. You know I didn't. Please, Virginia, you must help me. Talk to Boone.
He won't listen to you.
Oh, yes, he will. He'll do anything you ask. I know he will. Please, Virginia. I'll die if I'm left here alone. You must help me, please.
Joe, get the cattle going. Don't let them get too far ahead.
Mr. Boone,
Yes?
Miss Marlowe just told me you ordered him to leave.
That's right.
Well, where'd he go?
Back where he came from.
You know that's impossible. He's not like you or the others who've been brought up in the forest. He'll find his way back to Yaglone.
I'm giving him a better chance he gave those boys last night.
Oh, I know you are. He didn't do it deliberately. Killing Stephen won't bring back those poor boys. We've had enough death, please. I promise you'll have no more trouble. Please let him stay.
All right. Tell him he can stay.
White score one Marlowe. You won, white score. Why not shoot Marlowe? Take score.
That's not the white man's way, Black Eagle.
White way, no good. White man, soft here. Pretty soon, soft here.
Maybe you're right. where we will build our new home.
Oh, Lord, we thank thee that thou hast brought us safely across these mountains and hast spread before us this beautiful valley for our home.
Give a hand here, will you? All right, let's get her up. Hold together. Hold together.
Here's a list of things to bring back from Yadkin, Ben. Powder, shot, flour, rope, axle grease. Virginia.
Yes?
I couldn't go without making one final effort.
It's no use.
Virginia, you're condemning yourself to a life of drudgery. I'm going back to great wealth. Come with me. As my wife, you can have anything in the world you want.
I have everything I want right here, thank you.
Why don't you be honest about yourself?
Honest?
Yes. You're in love with Boone.
I think you'd better go.
Good luck, Ben. You ought to make Yadkin in about 30 days. Tell everybody what we've got here and bring back with you as many families as you can.
Right.
Hey, now, take good care of it, Ben, and be sure it gets delivered.
Don't forget that jug of whiskey, Ben. And don't drink it before you get back,
What happened?
I twisted my ankle. If I sit down for a few minutes, I think it'll be all right.
Let me help you.
Now that the last log is made and the settlement completed, what shall we call it?
What's the matter with New Yadkin? That's where we all come from.
We're on the Kaintuckee River. Why not call it Kaintuckee City?
That's an Indian name. And I don't name nothing after no redskin. What do you think, Sir John?
Well, Pompey, we're trying to find a name for the settlement. What would you suggest?
Well, sir, it appears to me it'd be mighty nice to name it after Mr. Boone, sir.
Pompey, you've hit the nail right on the head. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the future of Boonesborough.
Time, Mother. Brother, you know.
Oh, I suppose we'd better get it over with before you burst. Do you remember what you're going to say?
Yes, sir. I've been saying it over and over.
Oh, right. Pompey, go about quietly and tell everyone to assemble over here.
Yes, Sir John. Right away, sir.
Come on.
I really should go back to the tables and help.
Oh, I think you've done enough. Besides, remember your ankle.
There really isn't anything wrong with it.
Mighty kind of you, Miss Randolph, if you could remain lame a little longer.
I'll try, Mr. Boone.
I wonder if we're both laughing at the same thing.
Mr. Boone, Miss Randolph?
Mm-hmm.
It's silly to be so formal, isn't it?
Let's stop it.
All right, Daniel. Or do you prefer Daniel?
I like it any way you say it, Virginia.
Mr. Boone, sir.
Yes, Pompey?
The gentleman would like to see you, sir.
All right, I'll be right over.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Here he is. Come on, Daniel. Make way, folks. Make way, Daniel.
Daniel Boone, in commemoration of this day which sees the completion. Here's the right.
Say something, Daniel.
Friends?
I thank you very much.
Well, I guess that about covers it. But I do thank you. And I don't feel I'm entitled to any special credit. What we've done together. In 5 short months, we built our new home, surveyed our lands, and found them rich. We've cleared enough acreage for the spring planting. And I thank God the Indians have left us in peace. And I look forward, my friends, to many bountiful prosperity for us all.
Sorry, I forgot my speech, Daniel.
Very well, Jerry.
Father had to help me, but I helped you, didn't I?
Did for a fact. Think your ankle could stand the strain of another dance?
I think so, Daniel.
Like some new settlers.
I wonder if they're Yadkin men.
Whoever they are, let's give them welcome. Welcome to Boonesboro, friends. Where are you from?
Richmond.
Hear ye, hear ye. From the governor of Virginia, greetings. By these presents be it known that the territory west of the Cumberland Mountains, known herefore as the Valley of Kaintuckee, is hereby incorporated into the Commonwealth of Virginia. Wherefore be it known to all those who lay claim to lands in the aforesaid territory that unless on or before the 15th day of October of the year of our Lord, 1775, they register their claims to this land with proper authorities in Richmond, together with a prestigious price, their claims to title in such lands as they now presume to hold shall be declared null and void.
What? Boone has filed proper claims. Well, according to that, we haven't got time to file them.
We hold squatters' rights. That's all we've been titling up.
Considered legal in Richmond. If you resist, they'll send militia and drive you off.
Friends, please, please. We won't gain anything by armed resistance. I'll talk to the governor. If we have to do all this legal business, I'm sure he'll give us reasonable time to do it in. Friends, you're welcome to stay and refresh yourselves.
We'll be returning to Virginia tomorrow. If you care to come with us?
No, I'm leaving right away. Virginia.
Wouldn't it do just as well if you wrote a letter to the governor explaining everything? These men are leaving tomorrow. They could take it. Save you that long trip.
I'm afraid not, Virginia. I'm sure everything will straighten out all right, but I don't want to leave anything to chance.
You will be careful.
Is there anyone you care to send a message to in Richmond?
No.
Bye, Virginia.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye. He's waiting, Virginia.
Your usual good luck seems to be deserting you, my lad.
We're getting our own back to once, Marlowe.
Oh, my luck will change. Come in. What is it, Peter?
Is that Mr. Boone again, sir?
Say that I'm busy. But tell him to come back some other time.
I told him that, sir, but he's very insistent. He's been trying to see you for 3 days, and he says he won't go until he has.
Fellow's becoming really a nuisance.
Now, why don't you see him and get it over with? After all, you are the Attorney General, you know.
Oh, I suppose so. But I hate to stop the game right now. Peters, clean up this stuff.
Yes.
Now, gentlemen, let us assume a judicial attitude.
Mr. Boone, the Attorney General will see you.
Yes, Mr. Boone?
Sir, the governor has referred me to you. He said your office takes care of all land disputes.
Quite correct.
Well, sir, I've come to Richmond to straighten out the matter of title to our lands on the Cane-Tukey River.
Yes. I discussed that matter with the governor. But I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it. You were notified to file your claim in the proper manner, which you failed to do.
But you didn't give us time for that. Besides, we've never had to file title before. Squatters' rights have never been questioned. I found that valley, sir. Spent 2 years organizing an expedition to settle it. We've cleared it, planted it, and built our home. If that isn't title, then what is?
I'm sorry, Mr. Boone, but we cannot make an exception in your case. When new land is taken into the state, it falls immediately under its law. Matter of fact, the claim on this land already has been filed. It cannot be set aside.
It isn't hard to file that claim. I came here honestly expecting that this office would protect us in our just claims to these lands. Instead, I find myself among the gang of thieves who have stolen them.
That'll do, sir. One more word, and I'll put you under arrest.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you, Marlowe?
Immensely. I haven't forgotten, Mr. Boone, that you once threatened to turn me out into the wilderness. Very soon now I shall have the very great pleasure of driving you and your rabble off my property.
White brother, sad. Long time now.
Can't help it, Black Eagle. How can I face those people? How can I tell them their lands and their homes have been stolen?
No let's take. Fight!
That's what I want to avoid. No. I guess we'll have to go somewhere else and start all over again.
You make fire. I go get it. forward, sir.
I say to you, my brothers of the Cherokees, Wyandots, Tawas, the Shawnees, that now is the time to strike. Already the whites have advanced over the mountains and have built a strong stockaded village in the heart of your hunting ground at Kaintuki. Now it is but one small village. Tomorrow it'll be 2, then 3, then 4, and you'll be driven farther and farther west.
To pay us a little visit. And we were just getting ready to call on you. Glad I saved you the trip.
Oh, we don't mind the trip. We're going anyway. I got a little score to settle with your Yadkin crowd.
You'll never take Boone, Beauregard. It's too well fortified. There are too many good rifles there.
Look around you. This is only part of our force. Besides, your friends in Boonesboro won't be expecting us. That's why we left them alone so long. So they'd get careless. Smart, eh?
I wish I had let them hang you in Yadkin.
You'll wish more than that before I get through with you. Climb up! Get to the fire! All right, light your fire.
What's happened? Indians, sound the alarm. Everybody, quickly, quickly. Gertie has roused the tribes against us. There are 5 tribes of Indians marching to attack us. I want all the lead turned into shot. Get the cattle in. See that the water tanks are filled. Indians! Indians!
Sounds like a wolf.
Oh, that's Black Eagle. Come on, let him in.
Where are they going to get water? Where are they going to get ammunition? We've got them, I tell you. Get plenty of firewood, fire arrows. We'll burn them out.
There, does that feel better, Mary?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Can't I get you something, John? A little water, maybe?
Don't trouble about me, Mary.
Does it hurt so much?
Oh. Don't hardly feel it, Mary.
What are we going to do, Boone? We can't hold out any longer.
We've got to hold out.
Well, how are we going to do it, then?
Our powder and shop's all gone. We ain't got enough water left, even for the wounded. We can't hold them off if they come at us again. And this time they'll bring their fire bundles right up to the stockade. Then we'll be roasted alive.
Why don't we make terms with them?
You can't make terms with Gertie. He's sworn to wipe out every one of us. Keep up your courage. If it rains, we may have a chance.
I won't count on the rain now. It's been like this for 24 hours.
They're coming back! They're bringing fire bundles!
Because it's safer in there, son.
Put out fire. Don't light fire again.
I'm not going. I'm not going to leave here until I settle with Boone.
Daniel, it may be one of their old tricks. They might be laying a trap for us.
I doubt it, Joe. I slipped out last night and had a look around. There wasn't a sign of them anywhere. I think they've cleared out for good.
I hope you're right, Daniel.
Where's Dan going?
Just looking around. He'll be back pretty soon.
Jerry. Jerry.
Is he hurt, Master Boone?
Dead, Pompey.
Tired, darling?
Not a bit.
Are you sure you want to come with me to this new western country?
I'll go anywhere with you, darling. We must find new homes for these people.